Toledo Championship Wrestling. I'd like to paint a picture for you. The other night I was watching the great physicist Neil deGrasse Tyson give a speech on how color photography revolutionized art and science. Prior to the invention of color photography, there was no good way of perfectly capturing reality, and therefore painters had to paint these hyper-realistic images in order to be used for data collection and scientific study. When the astronomer John Herschel finally invented color photography, he set free all of those painters. They no longer had to paint accurately, they could paint creatively. They no longer had to paint what they saw, they could paint what they felt. Painters became artists. And the first artist to really master this craft was Vincent van Gogh. And in 1888, he painted the infamous Starry Night. When you look at the Starry Night, you'll see in the foreground of the painting a cypress tree. And you'll see a church steeple. And you'll see a cityscape. But Van Gogh doesn't call the painting cypress tree. And he doesn't call it church steeple. He doesn't even call it cityscape. He calls it the Starry Night. And it's the first time in history that I can think of that the background of the painting is the subject, and everything in the front is just in the way. And when I heard this, I was reminded of the TCW poster. All of these wrestlers, front and center, women who have already made a name for themselves. Harley Fairfax and Shauna Reed, their faces in the foreground. And in the background of the poster, shining through all of these faces, is me, the midnight sky, Skyler Orion. Now, I don't blame TCW for putting me in the back. I'm the least established of all of these women. But on August 8th, everyone will understand that just like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, the true subject of this masterpiece is the midnight sky. And everything in front of me is just in the way.